Hi, sweet friends. Welcome to our 2025 winter home tour. I'm so happy you're here today, and I want to welcome you into our home. I thought we would start off with the entryway, and I love how this looks. I recently purchased this table as well as this large mirror, and I really think it helped warm up the space. I really love the wood tones mixed with a lot of neutrals, and to me, adding the lamps and the candlelight just make it feel so welcoming for guests. I know for me personally, in the evenings, I really don't like to have my big overhead lights on. I prefer just to have my lamps and twinkle lights and candles. It makes everything feel really relaxing, I find. So let me know if you're like me in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Moving over to this little nook, we use this bench to put on our shoes. I sometimes put my purse on here, but I love how this turned out. And this pillow is one of my favorites. I think the design on it is so gorgeous with the deer and the snowflakes. It definitely says winter. We do have a small powder room right off our main entryway, and I always love to add a wreath to this door. It feels so stark and bare without something, so I love this gorgeous wreath. And then my mother-in-law gifted me this figure skate, and I think it looks so pretty in the center. So this is our small powder room. As you can see, I do love to decorate in here. I think it ties in really well with the rest of the house just to have a few seasonal touches. There's my helper, of course, but I added a deer up here, a tree, just some neutral winter touches that really warm up the space. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you decorate your powder rooms or bathrooms. I really mostly only decorate this one. The upstairs bathrooms, I tend to keep the same decor throughout the year, maybe switch up a few things. But since this is the bathroom that our guests use, I do love to make it feel a little bit festive. I think sometimes even just by switching your hand soaps and the towel, you can really make it feel special. But I just have some hand soap here, my warmer, and it makes the bathroom smell so nice and really inviting for guests. I don't know about you guys, but I really can't believe it's almost the end of January. It's felt really long, but at the same time, it's kind of went by fast. I don't know if you guys get the winter blues where you live, but here in Ontario, Canada, it's been so cold and it feels like it's literally been snowing for 3 weeks straight. So I am just so looking forward to spring and warmer days. And I think I'm going to start to kind of sort through my decor and get some inspiration for spring decorating. I think these owls are so pretty. I can't really remember where I got them from. I think maybe Cosign's, a local nursery. I also love this glass snowflake. And again, it's just a lot of neutrals with lights, but I feel like it does add a really cozy feel to the space. I've really been loving the look of the more realistic greenery. I know it is more expensive, but it definitely adds a more elevated look to my decor, I find. So I'm slowly adding pieces as I find them because they are pretty pricey. But moving down our hallway here, I did add this little display on our table here. And I love this gorgeous candle. It's a church, and I think it was only a few dollars on clearance at HomeSense. Below this table, I did add some baskets. I love having baskets throughout the house. They're perfect if you want to toss something in, like slippers or blankets. And then right across from that table, I have this gorgeous wreath. This is the door leading to our basement. And this wreath just reminds me of icicles. I think it's so pretty. So once you come into our main living space, the first room you see is the living room. I feel like it looks so pretty with the fireplace going, and our whole downstairs is open concept. It's just one big room. So we have the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. And it's really nice when I'm cooking in here. I can just see into the living room and really enjoy the fireplace. I find that we don't utilize this room as much, the living room. We usually sit upstairs in the loft, and that's where we have our TV and eat our supper. So, this room is more maybe if we have guests over, but we typically don't sit in this room as much as we probably should. And it's probably because there's no TV in this room, as horrible as that sounds. But I really wanted to keep it more elegant in here. So, I did add a display to the mantle. I love this church. It looks especially gorgeous in the evening, all lit up, and the glow from the candles makes it feel so magical. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you have a fireplace in your home and if you'd like to have it on. I love the look of it, especially on those really chilly evenings. But moving over to the bookshelves, I did get these from IKEA. They were really inexpensive. I believe they're called the Billy bookcases. I love to add seasonal decor to these, and I really kept it simple. A lot of wood tones and black, and then some thrifted books, which really add a lot of warmth. I did keep the second bookcase in here, very similar to the first, again, using a lot of the same colors and textures. And I find if you really want a room to be cohesive, you should stick to a similar color scheme throughout that area, and it really does tie in the room. In this little area, I do have this gorgeous canvas print. I love this snow scene. It looks so pretty. And then below that, I have this cute little table. I added some greenery again in a gorgeous vase and some more ambient lighting with one of my flameless flickering candles. So you can see little Holstein sitting on the couch. He recently went for a haircut, and when he came home, his ears hadn't been trimmed that much. So I decided to trim them myself, and I went a little bit too short, but that's okay. He'll grow into them. And as you can see, I added lots of cozy blankets for Holstein. They really help tie the whole room in, I think. Moving into the dining room, I actually didn't even show you guys me decorating this room because I kept it so simple. I added some placemats, and then I love these brown dishes. They bring so much warmth. And the centerpiece I kept so simple. I love this bowl. I actually bought it not long ago, and I filled it with some pine cones and some Christmas bulbs that look like snowballs. So very simple, but again, it does tie in the kitchen and the living room. This rocking horse is probably one of my favorite pieces. I got this last year from HomeSense. It was at the end of the Christmas season, and I think it was only $25, normally 50. But I think it's so pretty and adds such a rustic feel to the space. So I definitely love how the buffet turned out. And then I added some of these flameless flickering lanterns. These are my absolute favorite. They're from Cozines, a local nursery. And I have a set of black that I have in the dining room as well as a set of gray that I have in the kitchen. So moving into the kitchen, which is the heart of the home, I absolutely love how the kitchen turned out. I think it's so cozy. I say that word a lot, but that's truly what the kitchen feels like to me. And my favorite thing about the kitchen was this vignette that I made with this tray. I love these snowflake picks as well as the little mitts and the figure skates. To me, this vignette is just so pretty and makes me smile every time I see it. To break up the white of my bar stools, I did add these really pretty mini wreaths. I also got these from Cozines. I was trying to show the sparkle they have, but I don't think the camera really picked it up. But I think they add such a cute touch. And then I have my Mrs. Meyer's Iowa Pine from my sister. I absolutely love that scent. It's one of my favorites. Let me know if you do use Mrs. Meyer's what your favorite scent is. A really inexpensive way to add ambience to your home is buying a big pack of tea lights and just lighting some randomly throughout your home. It's so inexpensive, but it really does make it feel magical. I think I have 3 lit in the kitchen, and I absolutely love how it looks. And this is my favorite mug right now. It has the trees on it. That was from HomeSense. And of course, this little corner with my lanterns is just so pretty. I do have some cutting boards on the counter. My husband loves to cook, so in the evenings, he likes to have the cutting boards really accessible. I'm really spoiled that way. I am not great at cooking. I do all the cleaning and the laundry, and then he does the majority of the cooking. So you guys will have to let me know how it works in your household, if you split up the chores or if you really enjoy cooking. I think if I was better at it, I might enjoy it more, but I'm so glad you decided to stop by, friends. Until the next video, take care and God bless.